Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Sunday's stream. We're kicking it off strong. We're kicking it off with a bang. Bang, bang, Gucci gang. You know how it is. How is everyone doing? I hope you're all well. Thank you for joining me on this Saturday, wherever you are. I hope the weather's nice. I hope people are treating you well. I hope you're treating yourself well. And I hope to treat you guys to some of this boy right here, Oko, the Lorwyn Liege, 3 mana Planeswalker. I played this deck. Was it last week? I think it was maybe Monday's video. Ton of fun. Really fun Planeswalker. That, yeah, you can get out for really cheap. See, for 3 mana, and there's 2 sides to him. You get him out on the blue side first, and he has a bunch of plus abilities. +2, a target creature we control becomes every single creature type. And the +1, a target creature gets -2 to their power until the end of the turn. So that -1 is a nice little way of keeping Oko alive for a little bit. +2 can help you get up to his ultimate really quickly. So 6, count it, 6 is the magic number to get to, but that is on his flip side, and we can see his flip side, the green side. And in order to flip him, we need to wait a full turn, and it says at the beginning of our first main phase, if we have the blue Oko, we can pay the 1 green mana and flip him over, and then we can see for -6, we can choose a creature type, and we get an emblem, which emblems are awesome because opponents cannot interact with those in any way at all, and that emblem says that the chosen creature type that we choose gets a nice little +3/+3. They gain vigilance and hexproof, which is really nice. When I played this deck, I thought that most of the time we'd be choosing the elk creature type because on the green side of Oko, we can create 2 3/3 elk creature tokens, which is really nice. Beza is another amazing elk creature in standard right now, 4 mana elemental elk. So I thought most of the time we'd be naming elk, but I think when I made the video, more often than not, I think we got a lot of our wins with the tokens that Beza creates, and we can see that he creates a treasure token if the opponent has more lands than us, but Beza also creates fish tokens if the opponent has more creatures than us on the battlefield when we play Beza. Another way that we can generate some fish tokens are, of course, with Fountain Port. Really good utility land. Create fish tokens that way. So yeah, that's the deck that I went with. Today, I actually made a few little teensy little tweaks to it because I wanted to include the Thrumming Hive pool. And I think if Oko's ult, which we were able to pull off quite often when we played with the deck, I think if we're able to name sliver types, then the Thrumming Hive pool, we create 2 sliver tokens each turn. They are just 1/1s, but with Oko's ult, then they would get a nice little +3/+3. So then we're creating 2 4/4 sliver tokens with double strike. They do gain haste, and from Oko's ult, they would also get vigilance and hexproof as well. And I mean, we might as well throw in a little Chronicle of Victory. So that is the deck that we are rocking with today. I think we'll maybe wait for a few more people to get in here. If you are joining me, like I said, welcome. I'm happy to have everyone here. Whether you're just coming to hang out and listen to my beautiful voice, if you just want to lurk, 100% that's a-okay. I understand it. But yeah, if you guys want to let me know how you are doing, I'd love to hear it. Love to just, shoot the shit with you guys. Just hang out, just chill out. Play a couple of games of Magic then. So take a little sip of my drink. And oh, you're doing so. I'm so sorry to hear that. User, you have it looks like a penguin as your icon, so I'll call you Mr. Penguin. I'm sorry to hear that you're doing so. Hopefully things start to improve for you. And yeah, thank you for joining my stream right now. Have you played any of the new Lorwyn Eclipse cards? I know the set's been out for a little while. Honestly, I think spoilers for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is coming out on Wednesday. I think is when the early access for the streamer event is. Unfortunately, I don't have access to that yet. I do want to try and get access to that in the future, but I mean, I feel like the last two sets have been amazing. Lorwyn Eclipsed, huge thumbs up for me. And the set before that was Avatar: The Last Airbender, which is one of my favorite series of all time. And I think they hit it out of the park with that. I do understand it's a Universe Beyond set, which a lot of people aren't too happy with. But I mean, I feel like Lorwyn Eclipse just came out and we're already getting Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle spoilers. Or not even spoilers. We've seen all the spoilers already. We're getting the early access event next Wednesday. So, and I'm not the biggest Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle TMNT fan myself. So Mr. Penguin says that he hasn't played Magic in quite some time. Yeah, I just haven't had the motivation to download MTGA. Yeah, I understand, man. It can definitely be a slog. And it's funny. I want to say it's kind of like a double-edged sword. I honestly think Standard is in a pretty decent spot right now. But at the same time, man, there are so many just cheesy decks where they just try and cheese you out on, whether that be turn 5, turn 4, I mean, turn 4, whether that be the Badgermole Cub deck, where turn 3 they can go Ouroboros and just beat you down with a ton of creatures. One of my least favorite decks to play against right now is the Kavero deck, whether that be with Bringer of the Last Gift in the graveyard or a bunch of the new elemental creatures from the Lorwyn Eclipse set. It is pretty brutal. But so like I said, it is a double-edged sword because I do think that Standard is in a pretty decent spot right now. There are, I think, a lot of fun cards you can play with. And I mean, with that being said, let us just jump into this Oko deck. We'll go ahead and do some ab workouts. So yeah, Mr. Penguin, you don't have Arena installed, but I mean, I assume since you're here, you enjoy watching some MTGA gameplay. That's pretty interesting. I do understand that though. There's a bunch of games that I love where I'm just like, I just don't really feel like playing that one right now, but I really enjoy watching it. I think we can keep this hand. One of those games for me right now is Rainbow Six. That is a game that I absolutely love, but I mean, it is kind of filled with a bunch of cheaters, and it's just so hard to play a game of Rainbow. Should have maybe gotten the Flood Farm Verge, so we could have gone with Consult, but it's all good. Ooh, there is an Oko. I mean, opponent is playing with black, so there is a chance that he has it's Bitter Triumph, but we're going to risk it. We are just going to get Oko down, start working our way up to his ultimate. So, I mean, guys, game number 1, and these abs, the text box is blocking them. That's too bad, but look at this Oko right here. Got the alt art for him. Those abs. Opponent saw those abs and was like, I'm out of here. GG. That's too bad. But yeah, anyways, we'll go on to the next one. Yeah, like I was saying, one of my favorite games, Rainbow Six. It's just I find such a fun game to play, but it is also really frustrating to play it at times as well. So, all right, we got to go first. We don't have any blue land on, or sorry, we don't have any white land on turn 1, but I mean, a turn 2 Authority could even be a turn 3 Mutable Explorer, so I can dig it. We also get to go first, which is really nice. We get to go first, which is nice. Into the Floodmaw, also a pretty decent draw as well. I guess I should have maybe gone with blue, because then we could have used Into the Floodmaw if the opponent does choose to play any creature that we have to maybe consider bouncing right now, but I don't think so. We're not under really any pressure right now. And I think I will want to go with the Mutable Explorer, especially because the opponent isn't doing anything. So this guy, nice little changeling. So he does count as every single creature type. And I also like that he creates the mutable land for us. We can actually animate this land and it becomes a 2/2 creature with every single creature type. So that also just synergizes so nicely with Oko's ultimate. So yeah. Opponent, I think, looking to kill the Mutable Explorer. He is highlighting him, hovering over him. Quite a bit. Quite a bit. Oh, he goes with the Demon Wall. So it is a Unholy Annex deck. Had to take a second to think about what we were playing against. So Pinnacle Star Cage does answer the Demon Wall. And honestly, next turn we'll have 5 mana, which I think is the perfect amount for 3 steps ahead, because then it is a counter spell and also a draw for us. So, oh, I was like, why is the Demon Wall tapped? But that is because of our Authority of the Consuls. So we are actually free to just punch in right now, and this is going to be some massive, massive damage coming in the opponent's way. Just a big smack. For 1, bap, show him who's boss. This little dude. Honestly, the card art for this dude looks a little bit like Mirror Form. That's another card I have really, really been loving a ton lately. Mirror Form's so much fun. It was actually yesterday's video. I made a Mirror Form deck, and I think in that video I kind of claimed Mirror Form for myself. I'm like, hey, we will definitely be playing a ton of decks with this one in the future. So, yeah. Opponent's thinking about their play line. Opponent's thinking about it. And they don't do anything right there. Ooh. That's pretty rough, opponent, if you're not doing anything. Honestly, yeah, I think we just hold on to 3 steps ahead. And there is the Thrumming Hive Pool, which we could get down right now. I think we'll do it. I mean, in black, I don't know how much... Oh, and we found a Chronicle of Victory. Amazing. We literally only play 1 of these. Thrumming Hive Pool normally costs 6 mana, but he has affinity for slivers. This Mutable Explorer, he is a sliver himself, every single creature type, so reduces the cost of Thrumming Hive Pool by 1, so we could play that one out for 5. And, I mean, opponent does have a blocker right now, so now there really is no sense in attacking through. So I think we have a few more people joining us, so welcome. Opponent's going with another Demon Wall. We're going with Oko, and we kind of just went straight to the end game. We got the Thrumming Hive Pool, and we have Chronicle of Victory coming down this turn. So I don't really know what the opponent can do after this, so this is going to be disgusting. So Chronicle of Victory, we do have 6 mana, which is really nice. I think the opponent maybe missed a land drop or 2 along the way, but we will go ahead and name Sliver. There he is. So these dudes get a nice little +2/+2. They have first strike. Not that that matters because we have double strike, and they do gain trample. So, I mean, opponent, that is a lot of damage coming your way. Does have 1 mana to work with, so it could be a Requiting Hex to maybe remove one of these creatures. But then, I mean, yeah. Opponent is literally forced to block. There it is, Requiting Hex. I called it. Opponent even gained 2 life. That's pretty funny. That is pretty funny, but opponent, do you take the block? He does take the block. Oh, as long as this creature has a counter on it, it can attack, and he put a blight counter on it, so that's actually really funny. Normally, the way that you get counters on this guy is by going with the +6 ability. You can see right down at the bottom where you get to put 2 +1/+1 counters. Opponent went ahead and blighted his demon to gain a little bit of life, and that counts as a counter on this guy, which is pretty funny. That is pretty funny, but I mean, at this point, yeah, we just have Into the Floodmaw available and 3 steps ahead. Next turn, of course, there's no way he deals 22 damage. Every single turn, we get to create those 2 sliver tokens, so I really don't see what the opponent can do right now, especially because it seems like he's missing some land drops, which is a little bit unfortunate, but I mean, that one turn where he could have played something, we were holding 3 steps ahead open, so... And there's a doubling season. All right, I'm not going to attack this turn. Might be a little bit of a BM or bad manners, but next turn, when we go to create those 2 sliver tokens, that actually gets doubled thanks to doubling season. So this one's pretty nasty. It's not looking good for the opponent, especially with just 3 mana. We also have an Into the Floodmaw available, so... Yeah, opponent, I'm sorry. I am sorry. But yeah, I guess I can talk to chat for a few seconds. Opponent goes with the Strategic Betrayal. So that's a Sliver token that goes bye-bye. Opponent just has 1 mana to work with. Got some tunes in the background. Could be another Requiem Hex. Might honestly put another Blight counter on his Demon Wall. Which he does just to gain some life. But, I mean, opponent, you're all tapped out. You just have a 1/1. It's our turn. We go to create 2 tokens and count them up, guys. 2 tokens gets doubled to 4 tokens right there. So, yeah, that is a fat GG. That's a fat GG. So, yeah, any new people we have, welcome, welcome. Hope your Saturday is going well. The weekend, which is usually everyone's favorite part of the week. That is usually everyone's favorite part of the week. Even though I do know some people definitely work on, like hairdressers, for instance, they work on Saturday, so then their weekend is kind of Sunday and Monday. Doctors and stuff, do they even have weekend? That I'm not sure about, but yeah. I'm assuming everyone here does have a weekend right now because you're hanging out with your boy, which I appreciate. And let's see, we get to go first. Consult the star charts could help us find an answer. I love Omen Path Journey, low-key one of my favorite cards in Standard right now. It's just not a very good one, but I mean, we have 3 lands. Pinnacle Star Cage, not coming online anytime soon because we actually, as of right now, believe it or not, we don't have any white mana available to us, so... there is a doubling season. So we could go with It'll Quench Ya. We could get the voice line ready. Opponent's going to create a cat token. That is fine. So Pinnacle Star Cage is going to go super hard. So we'll hold on to it. There is Oko. Ooh, that is nice. This creature's tapped. Could get Oko down. The only problem is we do not have any white mana. Like I said, Pinnacle Star Cage is going to go really hard. So, unfortunately, I think the correct play line is to just pass right now. Opponent goes with the Glory Health Lynx. Honestly, it would be nice to go for Consult the Star Charts, but I don't know. Opponent's playing with really cheap creatures. I don't know when we'll really have another chance to get it. It'll quench you down, especially with some of the play lines that we want to go for. So, any untapped land right now, which it is a nice, juicy Omen Path Journey. We can pull out some utility lands, and the utility lands, Fountain Port is a great one. Hedge Maze, that one's always a tongue twister for me. We get some Surveil action. Same with the Lush Portico. Meticulous Archive, and the Restless Anchorage is our creature land. Goes to our end step. Put one of those lands on the battlefield. Mutable Explorer does create the token. This one is a Plains and Island, so this one is the white source for us. So we do have enough for Pinnacle Star Cage. Honestly, guys, I think we go doubling season into Oko. I think that is the play line that we go for. If you guys see a better play line, you can definitely let me know in chat. I'm definitely not the best MTG player. I also get very easily distracted, as some of you guys may have noticed. But yeah, I think the position we're in is pretty nice. Roaming Throne is actually pretty nasty, because that is more than 2 mana. That is more than 2 mana. Do miss the land drop. So is it Mutable Explorer into a Consult the Star Charts? I think that is what our play line should be. So we'll go Consult the Star Charts on their turn. Use this guy as a chump blocker. Got another land down. So Consult the Star Charts. We get to look 7 cards deep, and we do play with a decent number of sweepers. Split Up and Day of Judgment. Plus we have the Pinnacle Star Cage. The Regal Caracal, so that one definitely misses the Pinnacle Star Cage, even though he does create some tokens. Opponent is just attacking with the Roman Throne and that cat to gain some life. I'll definitely take the block. And I mean, we're looking 7 cards deep. I hope we find one of our board wipes. Hope we find... It is 4 to kick it. I think we'll kick it on our turn. Oh, and we even found the Day of Judgment, so let's absolutely go. So that's an easy Day of Judgment rip. Oh, and since the opponent, well, now I still think we go doubling season into Oko. We definitely hold the Oko. It's all about the patience, guys. All about the patience. Trust. You need to trust your boy right here. We also get some Scry, which is amazing. Into the Flood Maw. I think we can do better than that. Yeah, we have 8 mana, so next turn is a easy doubling season into Oko. So let's go. Because we have 8 mana. 8 mana right here. Opponent goes with the Heirloom. That's fine. Does provide some ramp for them. And I think their creature, if it has power 4 or greater, gains trample. I'm not scared about that. Opponent goes with Erebos, the first Fang. And he does get to create a little token, which is fine. So opponent's got a cat deck. We got a sliver deck. So with Consult the Star Charts, let's actually look for our Thrumming Hive pool. Unfortunately, didn't find the Thrumming Hive pool, so then I think we definitely... Oh, we can only take 1 card. Well, yeah, then split up is definitely what it is. There is the Mutable Explorer. This is just... Oh, that guy's 3 mana. Our playlands keep changing so much. Let's see. This one gives all cats +1. All right, opponent, I am thinking. I will hit you with the thinking. Where is it? Oh, do I not have thinking? Pinnacle. Honestly, let's just rip another split up. I know that this is really annoying for the opponent. We'll destroy all of those creatures. And then we still have enough to get down doubling season. So there we go. Get to put a land on the battlefield. And then next turn, Mutable Explorer will actually create 2 of the Mutavault tokens. And... yeah, opponent goes with the Glory Health Lynx. Is kind of out of cards. Just 2 cards in hand plus top deck for turn. Sheltered by Ghosts. Unfortunately, that's going to take our doubling season. So I have a feeling the opponent's going to scoop right now. I have a feeling that the opponent is going to scoop right now. But, I mean, opponent, I kind of want my doubling season back. Yeah, that's unfortunate. This was kind of just a hard control deck for the opponent with how many sweepers we had. I do understand that is really annoying, but the opponent was putting a lot of pressure on. But that turn, guys, we were definitely going to go Oko, and we would not even get his ultimate right away because he would enter with 6 loyalty counters, which you guys can see here. We go for the -6 ultimate, choose a creature type. We would choose Sliver. Those creatures get a nice little +3/+3, have vigilance and a hexproof. But we have to wait a full turn cycle for that. So, yeah, unfortunately, it would be next turn. But we are getting our doubling season back, so we can play Oko, go ahead and ultimate him next turn. And then the Mutable Explorer would create 2 of those Mutavault tokens. So, yeah, honestly, another really good game. We're 2 for 2 right now with the Oko deck. So, yeah, I'm a little bit surprised because it's not super janky, but it's also not the most competitive deck. We definitely had to draw those board wipes when we drew them. So, but yeah. See, we got some new people in chat. Welcome, welcome. Happy to have everyone here. Whether you're just lurking, just hanging out with your boy, or if you want to chat, if you want to give any suggestions for any cards you want to see me play right now, I'm happy to do that. We need to think about this hand right now. Consult the star charts. Turn 2, turn 3 Oko. Maybe into a turn 4 Beza. You know what? Let's try it. Easy Hollowed Fountain. And that one can come in tapped. Pinnacle Star Cage, also really nice. We'll go with the Flood Farm. And I mean, since we have 2 Consult the Star Charts, might as well look for one at the opponent's upkeep. Especially because it is a discard deck. I don't know how many creatures the opponent's playing, so I think just making sure that we keep hitting our land drops is probably pretty important. Opponent's going to make us discard. Honestly, I guess it is Pinnacle Star Cage. And then this one, we do shock it in. Here comes Oko. And we actually don't have any green mana, so we can't flip him. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Next turn. Ooh, both these lands coming in tapped is pretty brutal. And opponent gets to reveal our hand. They probably take Beza. Ooh, Omen Path Journey is really nice. Let's go with the Surveil land. Let's see what's on top. Another Omen Path Journey. You know what, guys? As crazy as this sounds, I will actually keep that on top. Because if the opponent does make us discard, maybe they even have a double discard, then we can drop these two off. If the opponent doesn't make us discard, which he does, so yeah, we'll discard that one. Opponent's going to level up, which is fine. And it's our turn. And so yeah, this is an easy Omen Path. Oh, we don't have any green. Oh my goodness. Well, we haven't played a land for turn. We get to look 4 cards deep. Let's hope we find a green source. We do. Oh, using our consult the star charts for that is pretty rough, and we actually had to tap out to do that, so not looking good for your boy right here. Even though we could start creating some elk tokens. You know what we can do? We can transform. I spoke too soon. All right, well, here comes Omen Path Journey, and I'll hold on to these 2 lands right now. And then the utility lands we take: Fountain Port, Hedge, Maze, Lush Porty. I guess we already found a lot of our Surveil lands. And then I guess we get Fountain Port down. Definitely don't need another land on top. Opponent is going to start draining this out, which is a little bit unfortunate, but we can start creating the fish tokens. Man, not finding our colors there and the opponent removing our Oko is really unfortunate because... Wait, can we create a fish? I don't think we have enough mana for that, right? Nah, 3 that you need. We had Oko at 9, so we could have flipped him, chosen Elk. You know what? Let's take the green source. I think we only... Oh, well, I guess we had the Hedge Maze, so... But yeah, we had Oko at 9, which would have been enough, like I said, to transform him. Opponent's exiling our graveyard. Don't care about that. Does drain us for 2, and you know what? We will just hold on to these. We have another Fountain Port coming down, so each opponent's going to discard 2 cards. Bandit's Talent is 2 to upgrade it, so we will go ahead and gift him a tapped fish. You can get that Bandit's Talent out of there. Oh, and they lose 4 life. Yikes! Opponent's cooking our bacon right now, even though he did discard 2 himself. And we found another Oko, which is beautiful. This little fish, you're gonna go ahead and do nothing. This one's entering tapped. And I mean, last 2 lands underneath are pretty good lands, even though we have Bandit's Talent, and he can level it up right away. So if we could find our Consult the Star Charts, that would be pretty nice. Another Oko. That's actually pretty terrible. Honestly, I think we have to pay, and then we'll create those elk creature tokens just to start putting some pressure on the opponent. Oh, you know what? I think we can get this Oko down, and the legend rule I don't think goes into effect because they are 2 differently named Okos, which is pretty funny. So no, sorry. Yeah, you know what? We'll actually pump this elk up. This elk is every single creature type. And what can we do with -1? We do get to mill some cards, and we did create the Fountain Port, which is pretty nice. Opponent has his own Fountain Port, but I mean, yeah, he's going to start to drain us for quite a bit thanks to the Bandit's Talent. And we can put a permanent. Maybe we could find Beza. Oh, loses 4 life and sacks a creature. No, opponent. Oh, I'm not even really sure we can... Okay, Consult the Star Charts is actually a really nice one. So this is a decline here and a decline here. And this one, we will go ahead and mill 3 cards. Honestly, not the best hits. Consult the Star Charts look 10 cards deep, but 2 of them in our hand. Thrumming Hive Pool is a pretty good one, and honestly, another Consult the Star Charts. And then again, we will just look 10 cards deep. Beza, okay, we'll go Beza for sure because we gained some life off that guy, and we could go into the Flood Maw actually. Yeah, because we don't have enough to go with Beza right now. If we bounce this one, then he'll make us discard. So, all right, next turn we can actually ult Oko, and we can get down our Thrumming Hive Pool, and we can get down Beza. I'm pretty sure, yeah, because we have 12 lands, 3 steps ahead, really good draw. Oh my gosh, guys, I think. Well, what does he take? He takes our Into the Flood Maw. All right, that's fine. He's gonna. Well, I don't know what he takes. I think he has to take Into the Flood Maw, so we're still safe to get down Beza and the Thrumming Hive Pool. Yeah, he does take it. Is this 2 cards or less? Okay, it says 1 or fewer cards. All right. So we are honestly kind of good to go right now. We will auto pay. We will go for the ultimate right away, and we are going to name Sliver. And then we get down the Thrumming Hive Pool. And then we get down Beza. Oh, we actually don't have enough to pull off a 3 steps ahead. Okay, that's maybe a little bit of a problem. But I don't see how the opponent can deal 8 damage to us. 3 steps ahead doesn't do anything for you. Doubling Season doesn't do anything for you. You're going to drain us for 2 and draw a card. And level that one up. So you're draining us for 4, and you're punching in with the bat. That's only 5 damage, and we are creating a few of those tokens. I'm going to go ahead and decline this. You still make me discard? That's busted. Does the opponent attack in with the little bat? He does. But I think we just win then, because we have the Oko emblem, where our Sliver creature tokens get +3/+3. I told you guys, don't call it a comeback. Do not call it a comeback. I was never worried, not even for a little second. Even have a 3 steps ahead. I think we can copy a creature that we control. So we could copy Beza right now, gain 4 life, and I think that's it. So, but I mean, yeah, got the Oko ult eventually with the Thrumming Hive Pool. Wow, I was just a little bit clenched, guys. But like I said, don't call it a comeback. We knew that we were winning that one. That was an awesome game. That was really a sick game. Go ahead, drop a like for your boy for that one. That one was awesome, yeah. So, man, those are the fun games of Magic. Wow, those are the fun games of Magic. So yeah, I guess we'll continue. I mean, that is 3 games we got. We won all 3 of them. That one was definitely the best one. But yeah, if you guys want to see me play any decks, any cards, I have basically every single card that's legal and standard right now. So if you are in chat... Oh, network error. Uh-oh. You know what? I think, you know what they say, you need to quit while you're ahead. That was an awesome game. That kind of reminds you why you play Magic sometimes. So I'll leave the deck list up here for you guys. And like I've been saying, I'd be happy to hear some ideas. If you guys want to drop any card names in chat, I would be happy to just right now just craft a deck. If you're like, hey, this card sounds really cool, we will try and craft a deck quickly. If you have been playing with a deck yourself and maybe you can't quite get it to work, maybe you're absolutely crushing it right now, also let me know. We'll go ahead and then maybe play one of those then. So but yeah, this deck, like I said, I played it on Monday. Is there a server issue right now? I am still live, right? Let me check that real quick. Yeah, it says we're still live, not dropping any frames, so. So yeah, I hope you guys are still here. And yeah, like I said, I'd be happy to hear any suggestions from anyone in chat. any cards you want me to play, any decks you want me to play. And I think, yeah, we'll call it there for this Oko Sliver deck. Like I said, we ended it on such a high note. So yeah, here's the deck for you guys. It's like I said, I played it on Monday. I did include the Thrumming Hive pool right now, and I mean, this was a slam dunk inclusion. But yeah, not to maybe dilly-dally for too long. Let us maybe move on to this mirror form deck. Yo, we have Grandpa Hillbilly in chat. Welcome. I hope you're doing well. I hope your grandson is doing well. We are actually just going to switch over to this mirror form deck with... Okay, wait, guys. Everyone in chat right now, remember mirror form? Look at the card art for this one. Tell me if I'm wrong. But this Oko deck that we were just playing, that's this guy, right? You guys agree with me, right? You see this Mutable Explorer right here? And if we go over to mirror form, that's the same dude, right? I'm glad to hear that your grandson's doing well, yeah. Yeah, if you agree with me, go ahead, put 1 in chat. If you don't think it's the same creature, then put a different number. But yeah. Yeah, this is the deck that we were going to play right now. So just some mirror form action. Yeah, Hillbilly thinks he's the same guy as well. I agree. I think he is, yeah. So, yeah, let's cook. Let's start cooking with this deck. So, and I mean, I think Hillbilly, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there's the early access streamer event for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles happening this upcoming week. Correct, right? That's on Wednesday? Or is that next week? Is that this upcoming Wednesday or the Wednesday after? And I'm only asking you because I know that you are invited to it. Oh, I think I accidentally cooked up the same Oko deck. So, I mean, I guess we'll take it for another spin. Opponent gets to go first. Rune Lurker Bat, looking to maybe be some mono white life gain. So Pinnacle Star Cage is going to go really hard. It's just we have the same problem again. We need the 2 white pips, and we don't have any white. That is a big yikes. So Pinnacle Star Cage going to have to go ahead and put in some work. Oh, and there's Johnny. I hope it doesn't end like this. And yeah, Hillbilly does say it is this Wednesday. So, which to me is crazy. I feel like we have kind of just started playing with the Lorwyn Eclipse set. And yeah, we already have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles coming out. Yeah, this one will be our white source. But can we survive for 2 more turns? I think we can. 7 damage next turn. Especially because we can... I mean, we absolutely have to hit... Oh, this one isn't even white? How do we not have white mana? Oh, no. Draw 2 cards, then discard a card. I think this one's a loss, guys. I think this one really is. We'll get down the Mutable Explorer. Yeah, it is... I think it is too many sets this year, which... Yeah, and I know a lot of people aren't super happy with the Universe Beyond stuff. Opponent even has a Shelter by Cards. All right, yeah, this one was a beatdown. We were going to switch decks anyway. I didn't even mean to load this one up, so... That's unfortunate, because, yeah, we had such a banger with the previous one. That was a sad way. We went out with a whimper right there, but it's all good. We'll make sure to switch decks this time into the Mirror Form deck. Yeah, I know, yeah. Strixhaven, I mean, that's at least a Universe Within set, which I think people are, you know, a little bit more accepting of. But, I mean, still, yeah, it is a lot of sets this year. I think people just aren't super happy with how many Universe Beyond sets we've had, especially with how some of them have been really hit or miss. Like I know Final Fantasy was a huge hit. I personally really enjoyed Avatar myself, and I think the overall consensus was that it was a pretty good set as well. But I mean, the Spider-Man set, that one just felt so uninspired. Honestly, I like, what are the right now? Name the 3 best Spider-Man cards that you know of, without naming the Multiversal Passage. That land is actually really good. What are the other good Spider-Man cards? Let's think about it for a second. While the opponent, I was going to say the opponent thinks as well. We have to take a mulligan right here because we have no colored mana. This one is looking a lot better. I think we get rid of the Cryogen. But yeah, from the Spider-Man set, there's the Multiversal Passage, which is really good. I guess technically the Leyline Weaver that's used in that Badgermole Cup deck, he's really good. Yeah. Bob says that the pizza set looks... I think that says horrible. I have a small icon blocking it. Yeah. Oh no, horrendous even. From a flavor standpoint. I agree, yeah. Oh, okay. How could we forget this card, guys? What is one of the most busted decks right now? It is the Kavero turn 4 Bringer of the Last Gift Reanimator. So Kavero, the Mind Bitten. I don't even know the Spider-Man card name. That actually is a really good card. Even though, I mean, I'm so sick of that deck. Oh, we don't even have double blue. That's pretty rough as well. Yeah, the Kavero. And you know one thing that actually annoys me the most about Kavero? The card art for that card just looks so ugly. It's like a dude looking to like bonk you or something with like a little spider on his head. Looks absolutely ridiculous, and people just slam that. But yeah, what are other Spider-Man cards? So we have Multiversal Passage, Leyline Weaver in the Badgermole Cub deck, and then Kavero actually is one of the main pieces. Honestly, I can't think of any more Spider-Man cards. All right, this is a super thrilling game of Magic. But yeah, I agree. The pizza set, it does look horrendous, yeah. So, but I mean, I guess, Bob, if you're still here, what have you thought about the other UB sets, Universe Beyond sets, like Avatar and Final Fantasy? And I guess Lord of the Rings, also semi-recent. We need one more source of blue. Can we create a treasure token? We need 4 for that. Because, I mean, yeah, the Final Fantasy set, everyone loved the Final Fantasy set. Nurturing Pixie, is this a bounce deck? Opponent looking to bounce. Okay, yeah. All right, we're going with a stock up for sure. And haven't played a land for turn. We get to take 2 cards. I don't think the opponent's doing any graveyard stuff. I think we take Inspiring Overseer. And then we look to get our Surveil on. Get some Surveil action. I will keep a 5th land drop. Yeah, so Bob hasn't played for a while. But I'm happy to have you here, Bob. That's awesome that you're tuning in. I think Wizard should have dropped. I 100% agree with you there as well. Them not being able to have the paper cards the same as the digital art cards, that was honestly wild. That was wild from them. I think we can drop off the land. Honestly, all these cards are pretty good. So Mirror Form is how we win the game. I do have a feeling the opponent's playing with a lot of tiny creatures. So as crazy as this is, I think we only have to discard 1 card. I always forget with Overlord. I always think you have to discard 2. But I agree, that was a huge fail from Wizards not being able to get the rights for the digital cards. Bob, if you're still here, what other games are you playing right now then? And I guess Hillbilly, I'll ask you as well. You stream all the time. It's always Magic. Are there any other games that you guys play? I mean, don't get me wrong. This is primarily the game that I play as well. Magic. It is fun. I do enjoy it. But yeah, games like this where nothing really happens, those are kind of snooze fests. Oh, opponent has Momo, the friendly flyer. You can get eaten up by a Pinnacle Star Cage. opponent has the Sheltered by Goats to take our Overlord. Honestly, I don't think he'll be too happy with a Pinnacle Star Cage. Miss a land drop. If we go with Stock Up, then we will have 3 mana left over if we find a land, which we do. And we take Overlord of the Mistmoors. I think we do. Go ahead and rip Pinnacle. Maybe a bit premature. I guess I could have gone down the Inspiring Overseer. But Flood Pits comes in. And I mean, now I guess we can drop off a land. We have 6. Hillbilly used to play Path to Exile. I haven't played that game. What type of game is it? Is it like an RPG? Is it a shooter? It rings. I do know that name. I've just never seen any gameplay of it or anything. I will say, guys, I think the new Resident Evil 9 comes out next Friday. I will definitely be streaming that. Yeah, opponent scooped it up. Really, not sure what their game plan was. Like, why are you playing Nurturing Pixie, trying to bounce stuff? More friendly flyer? Really not sure. It's an RPG game, yeah. RPG. I like me some RPGs as well. I played some Baldur's Gate 3. This is a little while ago at this point with my best friend. That was actually a really fun game. And I mean, we've been playing so much Elden Ring lately. Elden Ring, just such a fun card. All right, let's actually do this real quick. Let's go to create a deck. We're going to do this right now, guys. We are going to look at the Spider-Man set. What Spider-Man cards? And let's just look at some rare and mythic cards. Adme. I think you saw him a little bit in the beginning, not that much anymore. The Most Helpful Weaver, you definitely see this one in the enchantment deck. Surus, never see him played, really. Don't even know how to pronounce this creature's name. Chosen by Valgavoth is a really cool enchantment, but you can never get it to work. Here's one, Lost in Littjara. I actually love this card, and I didn't even know it was a Spider-Man card. Lost in Littjara, really, really fun one. I guess the Terminus of Return, you do see every once in a while for a little bit of mana ramp. Villainous Wrath is a pretty good board wipe. Through the Omen Path, the actual name of the set, I actually really like this card. This is a really fun one. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you get to look at 5 cards, and you can put any creature card from among them onto the battlefield. This one actually was a lot of fun. And there he is, Kavero the Mindbitten. Look how dumb this card looks. It just looks so ugly. Like, what's happening with the card art right now? This nearly looks AI generated. Like, it looks like sandy pillars on the left side, but then the rest of it is like this darkness with some spider webs, and it's this warrior dude with a tiny spider on his head. This is what frustrates me the most. Is a card that is played so much. It's so busted. It's turn 4. It can sometimes win just on the spot, and it's just such ugly card art. Oh, I wish they would ban this guy. He should get banned. Ruzik and Desecrix, you did see a little tiny bit for that Mayhem deck when the Spider-Man set first came out. People were trying to get Mayhem to work. So you saw these guys every once in a while, but now they've fallen off. I guess Drunith you do see for sure. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, you don't know what you're playing. Paper to standard, because the card names are different. Yeah. So Wither, the Cocoon Keeper, this was a fun card. I played with this card myself. I've never seen someone play this against me. Scions the Ur Spider was actually a pretty fun deck as well, but again, you have to kind of make Spider tribal. This one could actually work. Right now, with how many changelings we have from the Lorwyn Eclipse set, a lot of those changelings do count as spiders, so that could be a little bit interesting. Giantcraft Helm kind of busted in the Warp deck. And yeah, that's honestly, Multiversal Passage, I said. That was the one that I knew right away. This is a really good land card, but, I mean, land card's not exciting. So yeah, out of those creatures, I mean, really, it's really not a lot. So yeah, Spider-Man was maybe a little tiny bit of a fail, but like I said, let me go to my YouTube channel real quick. Let's put these beats back on. Should have some tunes coming up for you guys. I did have a Through the Omen Path. Deck. I want to go find that one. I'll go ahead and import it real quick. Because that one was actually quite a bit of fun. Maybe we could make a small update to it. I think this is the deck right here. Let's go ahead and copy that. And we can discard those changes right there. Let's go ahead and import that one. Let's take a little look. So like I said, Through the Omen Path. Was it? Yeah, here it is. All right, Through the Omen Path. Through the Omen Path. At the beginning of combat on our turn, we get to look at the top 5 cards of our library, and we can put any creature we find from among them onto the battlefield. So it is only putting 1 creature onto the battlefield. Well, what are some of the biggest, baddest creatures you can put? Of course, Progeny. Progeny is a really great creature. The Adamantoise is a really fun one from the Final Fantasy set. Same with Summon Knights of Round, another really fun one. Overlord of the Mistmoors, pretty good one, even though we did just play with him. All right, let's go ahead and update this a little tiny bit. So let's look at Magic, or Avatar and Lorwyn, and let's just go and look at some big fat creatures. What are some big fat creatures we could play that would make sense in this deck? Sunderflock could be maybe kind of funny to bounce all creatures, but we would bounce all of our creatures as well. This is when it enter. No, you have to cast it for the evoke cost, which we don't really do. Oh, the Face Stealer. When he enters, you get to exile 1 target creature. You know what? Let's try it with Ko. We'll get rid of the Gear Hulk. We'll get rid of that one. Let's go with 2 copies of Ko. And these are all the biggest creatures in Standard right now. From just the last 2 sets, of course. Magic. I keep saying Magic the Gathering because that's what is literally right here. Magic the Gathering. From the Avatar set. And from the... I'm blanking on the name. Lorwyn Eclipse set. And let's see. Legend of Kyoshi would be a fun one, but this is an enchantment saga, which we cannot find with Through the Omen Path. So let's go with this. We do play a few through the Omen Path or Spider-Man cards. Yeah, here's a Surus. The Remarkable Readings. This one actually was pretty nice because you could create 3 1/1 human creature tokens, which does help with the convoke cost. So this costs 8 mana, but your creatures can reduce the cost by 1. So here is a Through the Omen Path card. Progenitus, I guess, is a fun one. All right, yeah, let's rock with it. We'll rock with this. Someone's blowing up my phone right now. Getting all let's Through the Omen Path, TTO. ETO. And I saw that we had a collector's cage. I honestly forgot that I did that. So funny, the decks you play sometimes. Yeah, I agree, because I think there's another Marvel set coming out after Strixhaven, if I'm not mistaken, right? It's like Strixhaven, and then it's another Marvel set. And, I mean, yeah, if they don't get the digital rights to the actual paper cards, man, that's just going to be another fail. I think one thing that doesn't really help us out either. Bob, I just saw the 3 emojis you did. I didn't see them I didn't see the spider emoji. Now I do see it. That looks so I could that is too funny, my boy. That is too funny. All right, this hand, I'm not sure we can fit. Yeah, we'll take a Molly there. There we do have Through the Omen Paths. Oh, all right. You know what we're going to do? We're actually going to ship Ko back, even though that may have been a mistake. Opponent on the mono-red beatdown plan. Remarkable Readings. All right, so we can get Surus down. And then we do need 4 mana, which we don't have. 4 mana is quite a bit, actually. 4 mana is quite a bit. We're playing against Hotline the Bargler. What a name. Shock's in Blood Crypt, so opponent's cooking up with some Rakdos colors, actually. It's not strictly mono-red. Ooh, Razorkin Needle. Aw, why weren't you in our opening hand? That is too bad. I guess we do get Cirrus down. 5. Opponent punches in with everyone. That's smart, because we will say no blocks right now. Does the opponent pump up the Hired Claw? Do they have a burn spell? Does he have a burn spell? Who knows? Yeah, he just pumps up the Hired Claw. We're already down to 12. Goes to the Bolt Wave, so we're down to 9. Now, we take 1 damage from that one as well. This one can come in on... I think green is fine, right? And then we get down the little elf. And then... I think we take a double block this turn. 4, 5, 6... Yeah, I think we have to double block. Pings us for 1 right there. Pings us for another one when we draw a card. I don't think we come out on top on this one. Especially because it's another Bolt Wave. Yeah, so opponent got us. That is unfortunate, but you know, it's kind of a mono red aggro deck. I wonder what he's playing black for. It's always funny when you see a deck like that, where it's like, oh, I guess we did see risky shortcut. Discard 2 cards and lose 2 life. That's not bad for 3 mana. Okay. Maybe a budget gamer here, even though he did have the Blood Crypt. Blood Crypt. From the Crypts and Bloods. Crypts and Bloods. From the Crypts. All right, we're up against Kiki Rick. Again, no. No elf in our opening hand, but that's fine. Get some surveil action. Definitely don't need another land drop for right now, because we have all the way up to 4. And I think we get down Cirrus, and then the Collector's Cage. There's the Leyline Weaver, really good card from the Spider-Man set that we were just joking about. And I mean, this guy, you kind of only see him in Badgermole Cub, so I think that is what we are up against. And we can't quite unlock the Collector's Cage right away. And yeah, there he is, Badgermole Cub into another mana-producing creature. No, it is an Innkeeper's Talent, but is that just a turn 3 Ouroboros that we're going to see from the opponent? Don't really think we can do much against that if it is a Ouroboros next turn. So what do we do? Cosmogrand. Yeah, I think we do it like this. I think we go Cosmogrand Zenith. No attacks from us, and then next turn we shock this one in. We can get down the Paw Patch on Is It Ouroboros? Yeah, I don't see how we beat this. Yeah, this is just one of those decks in Standard that's like, well, what do we have? What do we have? We do have a Progenitus, but I mean, opponent's just gonna have such a wide board state next turn. He already has such a wide board state. Yeah, so this was the opponent's turn 3, by the way. Was it? Leyline? No, turn 3 was their Badgermole Cup. It is turn 4. Okay, opponent did go first, I guess then. But yeah, like I said, we'll try. We'll play it out. Here is the Paw Patch. Not going to play it with any offspring. We get Collector's Cage. The Zenith can create those 2 little tokens for us. I guess all damage does go to the Ancient Adamantoise. That is kind of funny. So we will go ahead and upgrade. We need 3 different power levels. We have 0, 1, and 2. So we do have 3 different power levels. So we'll go with the Cosmogrand, and we can get out the Ancient Adamantoise. So, I mean, we're staying alive for 1 turn right now. Huge moves. We're making plays. Opponent's just gonna level up the Innkeeper's talent, put some counters on Ouroboros. Ouroboros is just going to put counters on everyone, and opponent is going to smash. He attacked all out. Can we deal 20 damage next turn? Maybe. And we can deal 8 damage. And we can take out his land. This might be crazy. I think we get rid of Badgermole Cub. But can we deal 20 damage next turn is the question. I'm not sure, so I actually will keep the Paw Patch back. And I guess the opponent still can actually play out a creature, because he does have 2 mana to work with. We do get a ton of treasure tokens. And treasure tokens for us to cook with. And he did not play any creatures, so do we just win? I think we just win because, well, let's wait. No, cancel this. We'll go with this one. We'll enchant this land, sure. Oh wait, no. Why is it tapping it like that? All right, we're putting a +1 on everyone. I don't know why it tapped like that because I think we could have this land be. Oh wait, it's because we need the actual color. Oh, that's unfortunate. Because, yeah, we can't tap this one anymore. All right, well, then we go with a Impended Overlord. Oh, that is... Wait, no. We could have used the treasure token for white mana. I'm tripping so hard. If we could have this land be untapped, we could have tapped this land, and a creature would have gotten +1/+1 for each creature we control. Opponent scooped it up. Guys, let's absolutely go. This was Badgermole Cub deck going first. Ouroboros, ton of counters. I love that he just swung in. Didn't even read Ancient Adamantoise. You love when you get victories like that. Opponent probably just playing a net deck. Not even thinking about it. So you know what we do to those guys. We say, keep that backhand strong. Get him out of here, GG. And guys, I think with that, I think I will call that the stream for today. Nice hour-long stream, I think, is where I like to keep them at. So... yeah, I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me. We'll maybe keep this deck in the background. Maybe we'll play it next week. But like I said, next week is Resident Evil 9 is coming out. That's one of my favorite games of all time, the Resident Evil series. So I might be streaming that one actually next week. But yeah, this deck right here is the one that we just beat Badgermole Cub deck with. And... yeah, it was honestly a kind of surprise victory. It was Ancient Adamantoise just absorbing all that damage for us that you love to see. So, yeah, that was pretty funny. But with that being said, I'd like to thank everyone for joining me today. Thanks for hanging out with your boy. You know, it is the weekend, I know that. So I really do appreciate everyone who does come out to hang out with me. Thanks everyone who was chatting. And if you're just lurking, 100% A-okay as well. I hope you enjoyed the games. We did get some really, really good games today, whether that was with the Oko deck or even just this deck right now. Had a pretty interesting chat with a few chatters and MTG Hillbilly about some of the sets on Arena, how frequent sets are coming out. And it does seem like a lot. But yeah, don't get too overwhelmed by it. And remember, it is a game that we all love and enjoy. So I hope you guys are able to find some joy when you play it yourselves. And just, you know, if you are up against those Badgermole Cub decks or those Cavero decks, you know, you can always just concede, move on to the next one. Might be worth it sometimes. I definitely do it myself when, you know, it's like the 3rd Badgermole Cub deck in a row. I'm like, nah, I'm out of here. So, yeah. But yeah, it is the end of the stream. Like I said, thank you all for coming out. I'm just going to end it like I always end it. You know, you can't trust anyone out there except your boy right here. And just know that I love you guys. Peace out.